Qigong master, who I call the original Qigong master, he says that reality is holographic. And when he first came to the U.S., he was teaching at a community college here in Minnesota. And he was friends with a philosophy professor. And the philosophy professor gave him the book, The Holographic Universe, by Talbot. And the Qigong master said he read that book and he agrees with it that it's an accurate description of reality, that reality really is holographic. So I had already read that book, Holographic Universe, and I even wrote a paper, a graduate school paper, about Karl Pribram and the holographic model of the mind. So then I discovered about 5 years ago or 6 years ago that Pribram, he wasn't actually correct. He wasn't accurate in the sense that Eddie Oshins points out that Pribram did not understand quantum mechanics. And so he was conflating the classical vectors of holographs with the quantum vectors, which are noncommutative. So they're actually spinners, not vectors, but spinners. And so then the truth of the holograph is that it's non-commutative. So it's not that reality isn't a holograph. It's just that it's a non-commutative quantum holograph. And technology can't make that type of holograph. But if technology were gonna make it, what would it be like? What is this holographic universe? When I say universe, I mean that the holographic model has also been applied to the universe as a whole. So what this means is that what we think of as three-dimensional space and then 4D space-time is actually the non-commutative time as the fifth dimension. And so everything is happening at the speed of light, with the future and the past overlapping at the fifth dimension. So light by itself does not experience space or time. But that doesn't mean that time doesn't exist. It's just that light is secretly powered by the future as relativistic mass or says that since light doesn't have a rest mass, therefore it can't be a wave, and it's supposed to have a zero spin because it's a boson. But that's ignoring the phase harmony that defines mass based on quantum momentum. So therefore the relativistic mass of light is because light still has momentum, even though it has a zero resting mass. And so they've done these experiments recently. Yuan Qi, he worked with David Bohm before, and Bohm is the other scientist featured in the Holographic Universe book by Michael Talbot, David Bohm, Karl Pribram. And so the Aronoff-Bohm effect is also probably the so we think of the quantum capacity he goes into this about how if the universe is a holograph, which is what scientists think, then